What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I'm Will. We are here today in Sugarloaf Key, a really cool spot. Down the street here is something called the Jumping Bridge. It's an old abandoned bridge, and there's a canal that goes through that everybody jumps on over. Now, if you go down the street to where we are, you get what's called Sammy Creek, or Sammy's Creek. And this is one of the most beautiful spots here in the Keys. So this spot, when I first moved to the Keys, I didn't really know where to fish, and I would go down to White Street Pier and a bunch of other spots, and then I started coming up here. Now, during the day around this time, it's going to be a bunch of smaller fish, which is actually what I'm after. I want grunts, and I've been hard pressed to get them. I don't know why. When you go out and you don't want them, it's all you catch, but I'm on the search for them and I can't get them. The reason why I want a grunt is because I want to make grunts and grits, which was a staple in the Keys way back when. So the shrimpers would come back, and in the nets, the grunts, they would have a lot of grunts as bycatch. And again, it was considered quote unquote poverty food. So they were given away, and a lot of people survived off of grunts and grits because it didn't cost anything and you were getting actually a very protein-rich, healthy meal. So we're going to target grunts, try to get a couple, and we're going to make grunts and grits. All right, one thing I will say about Key West is that, hands down, the best mailboxes. Check this thing out. You just can't beat that. That's amazing. All right, so this whole area is so cool because it goes back into a bunch of like mangrove tunnels back in there, and then it opens up out into the ocean there. So everything filters through here, and a lot of the bigger fish come through to pick up the bait fish. Right now I'm on the wrong tide. It's moving that way. But we'll see what we come up with. And what I'm actually really hoping for is some grunts. And I'm just using shrimp and a little knocker rig. I got a little egg weight and a smaller hook. And I got frozen shrimp, not even live. You don't even need it over here. But let's see what we come up with. There's a big school of bait fish over there. So maybe if we cast into the middle of that. Already. It's small fish over here. They're picking away. And there's lots of little holes for them to crawl into, so I don't want to give them too much slack, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of this. A lot of picking my bait off. Let's see if a head will do it. Yeah, there we go. It feels like a decent fish, but that is because it is coming up current. Is it the right one? No. Little tiny mangrove snapper. Not what we want. Oh, he inhaled that thing. Come on, man. Why? Why would you do this? Little guy. Oh. Au revoir. All right, let's try to sneak one right in there. That could be asking for a tangle, but let's see. Yep, definite tangle. Let's see. Ah! All right, let's try that again. It's also hard to cast because, as you see, this is a little tricky over here. All right, not quite where I want to be, but oh, right away they're on it. Come on, be a grunt. No. Okay, little bigger. Not by much though. All right. We'll try the head again. There's got to be a grunt down there, right? Has to be. There we go. That looks like Grunt Central. Right away. I think he got me. They are fast. All right, keep feeding them. It's so funny because they feel huge because the current's going that way. Hey, we got the right one. All right. So there is no regulation on these guys. And that is why they're called the grunt. You hear that? Now, they do get obviously much bigger than this. This is a pretty small guy. We're gonna throw him back and keep going. But this is what I'm after because I want to make grunts and grits. So I know they're there. All right, we're gonna keep plugging away here. I cast it out into the center here, but that seems to be mostly small mangrove snappers. I think the grunts are really in these pockets. Hey, how is it possible? You go out trying to catch stuff and all you catch is grunts, and the day that you decide, okay, I'm gonna go catch a grunt, the only one you can catch is 5 inches. Seems impossible. I thought I'd give the other side of the bridge a shot in these mangroves here. And we're still coming up with the same results here. Little tiny mangrove. All right, I got faith in this side. Let's see. They're on it so fast. All right. Another grunt. Getting a little bigger. Now, like I said, there is no regulation on these guys. If I can get, I don't know, 4 like this, we'll have a little meal. So I'm going to keep going. They're in that spot, I think. All right. I'm going to dispatch this guy and keep fishing that spot. Oh, pulled it right out of his mouth. Those are grunts. The snappers have like very fast pecking. The grunts are a little more like thumps. So like I said, if I can get, you know, a couple more little guys like that, we will have a meal. I think this is going to be a snapper though. Another mangrove. There we go. All right. Grunt number 2. There we go. New species. Little lane snapper. There's mutton in here. There's Cero mackerel. There's all kinds of stuff. Whoop. All right. Quick release. And at nighttime, if you can endure the no-see-ums, there's actually much bigger fish to be had out here. I'm gonna say we have exhausted this area. I got those 2 grunts. We got a bunch of small mangrove snappers, a lane. Nothing else that I really want. So we're gonna move spots, and I'm gonna keep hammering away. Now the funniest thing about all of this is probably the best spot to catch grunts is my backyard. I don't know. That's a last resort. That is our last resort. Since we're cooking there, why not? But for right now, I think I'm gonna head down to White Street Pier and try there. So I skunked out over at White Street Pier. I'm gonna save you that footage. I might go back there later tonight. The bite there gets good around sunset, so I might head back. But right now I am at the boat ramp. And you can tell by the fighter jet in the back of my house. I don't know. I'm gonna throw a couple shrimp on, see what I can come up with over here. If I get skunked over here, we'll go back to White Street Pier tonight, and I'll make grunts and grits for breakfast. Getting nibbles. What it is, I don't know. It is not what we want. Little mangrove. There's a lot of stuff swimming around down there now. A little bit of commotion seemed to have all come out. I don't know, let's try further, closer to the mangroves there. I think we're gonna have to wait till this evening and head down to White Street Pier and try to go catch some grunts there. Okay, we're actually not giving up yet because I just saw a giant grunt coming out of the rocks down here. I can see him. Holy cow, that thing is enormous. Oh my gosh. Trying to keep it away from the small ones and get it right in front of the hole he's hiding in. Oh, oh, oh. He's literally in this tiny little hole, and he just came out, and I tried to set the hook too soon. The little ones are pecking away. I think I scared him. He is huge though. That's how they get that big. They're smart. I'm gonna be dreaming about this fish. No interest. Okay, I definitely got it. It's not the, oh my god. It's not the grunt I was looking for, but hang on. That is a decent mangrove. Oh, that's awesome. He was hiding in the rock. I thought he was a grunt. Look at that thing. All right, so I think we're gonna stop hunting grunts, and we're gonna stick with this guy. I got the 2 grunts that I caught at the jumping bridge. I got this guy. There's another big one down there. I might keep fishing, but this is what we're gonna do. Our grunts with grits, but we're gonna supplement mangrove snapper. That's okay. That is a beautiful fish. I don't know, my fingers are blocking that, but yeah. That is awesome. So these guys, being their size and all, we're gonna keep these whole. So I'm just gonna scale them and gut them. There we go. Grab the gills and everything. Give that a rinse out, but we're gilled, gutted, and scaled. So for my mangrove, I'm gonna fillet them, but I actually am gonna keep the skin on as well. So I'm gonna scale him, and then we'll fillet. So because I'm leaving the skin on, I'm going to pull the pin bones out with a pair of pliers. It's as easy as that, and you don't waste any meat at all. Now there are tweezers for this that are a much better tool than using a pair of pliers, but these work just as good. And that's it. Instead of cutting that big V out of the fish and losing all that meat, you can just pull the pin bones out. All right, good morning. As promised, I'm making grunts and grits. So I have my cornmeal. Now, grits are funny because cornmeal, grits, polenta, it's actually all the same thing. It is just a matter of the cut of the dried corn kernel that makes it what it is. But I have grits here, some half and half, but we're also gonna make tomato bacon jam. And for that, I have, of course, bacon, tomatoes, and some leeks. So we're gonna get started on that right away. And I'm gonna start cooking that down and then put that aside, and we'll get on everything else. So if you watch the channel, you know I use leeks a lot. I absolutely love them. It's the flavor of an onion, but a bit more sweet. It's almost got a garlicky flavor to it. But one of the things about leeks, and I'll show you in a second, is how sandy they can be. I don't know if you can see that in there, but once you cut them, you really got to rinse them out, and clean off your cutting board for any grit or sand. And then these are actually fantastic for stock and other things. So one of the things, I'm going to get rid of about half of this oil, fat rather, from the bacon. So yeah, I'll get rid of about half of that.
post-workout meal.
Alright.
Gains, bro?
We're bottom 4. Got it.
Yeah, this is actually perfect for after a workout.
There you go.
I've been sitting down all morning and exhausted.
There you go.
This is, first off, just beautiful. Like, very aesthetically pleasing.
So it's Grunts and Grits, but you guys got mangrove and grits because you're fancy.
Ew.
Yeah,
I grew up poor. Where's the grunt?
There's a tiny one over there, but I got the grunt here.
I'm going in.
That's mine. Going in.
All right. Yeah. You didn't even explain. I want to know what's happening.
Oh, I know what's happening.
It's bacon, tomato, leek jam, creamy grits, mangrove snapper. I don't know if the skin's still crispy. It was.
Oh my gosh.
And then poached egg.
Well, the poached egg is perfect.
Let's see. We got. Hold on. I'm gonna break it open up close. Gotta get
I'm
that.
telling you, it should be called.
Oh my god!
It should be called bacon icing.
Hold on.
It's like candy. It's legit like candy.
Did I nail the poached egg? Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Yum.
So I was explaining in the beginning that like Grunts and Grits was a staple for like poor people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is poor people food.
Dude, I would spend a lot of money on this.
I feel poor.
Wow.
So you guys can't comment on the grunt because I'm the only one who has it, but honestly, I mean, you've had grunt before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have I had it?
Absolutely.
I don't know. You had to have, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah, it's in the snapper family. I mean, it's not in the snapper family, but I'm saying taste-wise and...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
The crispy skin is really good.
Yeah, mine still got some crunch to it.
Yeah.
All right, good. It's crispy skin, unless you, like, serve it right away, it has a moment to not be crispy. Wow. All right.
It's a success.
10 out of 10.
It is, and the funniest part is that it was caught right out that window at the boat ramp because I couldn't catch a grunt anywhere in the Florida Keys for some reason. But not a bad breakfast.
No.
I'll probably get seconds.
That's too bad there are none.
No, there's plenty.
Oh.
All right, we're going to eat our breakfast and start our day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along while I tortured you watching me try to catch a grunt. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Dude. Bacon icing, I'm telling you.
So good.